Good afternoon, and welcome to the next episode of Cooking with Robby. Today we're going to do something similar to what we did on the first time that I tried this, and we're going to make a stir fry. We're going to do a stir fried chicken today, not a fried rice, but a stir fried chicken. So I hope you enjoy this. We'll give you a quick overview of what we're going to be using. So we're going to be using a chicken breast that's been diced into small pieces. Variety and vast amount of different Asian cooking spices and oils. Chili oil, sesame oil, I have seasoned wok oil, a black bean garlic sauce, and a stir fry sauce. All those work together very well, along with various vegetables that are going to be added in. We have onions, celery, sliced carrots, bamboo shoots, water chestnuts, and some frozen broccoli. And we're going to be serving this with a rice vermicelli. I've got the water boiling, getting ready for that, and let's start cooking. Okay, so what we're going to do to start with, I'm going to turn my pan to start heating up the pan. And to this pan, I'm going to add a little seasoned wok oil. And we're going to cook the chicken first. So to cook the chicken, I'm just going to use the wok oil and a little sesame oil. Sesame oil does provide a little bit of heat, but I just want to do this to chicken. I haven't really seasoned the chicken yet. I may do just a little salt and pepper just to put some seasoning on here. A little salt, a little pepper. We're going to let this heat up. I've got the water on my back burner. I'm going to turn it up. But as this is cooking, I'm going to add some garlic paste to this because this will go well with the chicken and cook in and season in with the chicken. And when it starts sizzling, I'll know that the oil is ready for the chicken to go in. So I'm going to cook the chicken first. So this is going on. And as the chicken cooks, the vermicelli will be getting ready to go into the pot, which will take about 3 minutes. I've got the vegetables already sliced up. Ahead of time, I went ahead and sliced up 3 stalks of celery, a half a medium onion, about a quarter bag of baby carrots, and I just cut them all in half. Chopped up some water chestnuts, had some bamboo shoots, and I used some frozen broccoli, which will go in it. Now here the garlic starting to sizzle in the pan, so that means I can add the chicken, which just has a little salt and pepper on the chicken to get this started. And put this dish back here and pour this one over here because this is what I'll put the chicken in when it's done, so I'm not using the same container. And this is just going to sizzle away. Got the heat on a medium heat just so the chicken can start cooking. And as that's cooking, we've got the vegetables prepared. You could have waited till now to chop them up. I just wanted to do it ahead of time. I'm going to let this cook for a few minutes, and then we'll remove the chicken and start adding the vegetables and the sauces before adding the chicken back in. Okay, so I want the chicken, make sure the chicken does have a good flavor with it. So I've got a little Szechuan pepper, salt, and spice I'm going to add to it. Just a little bit, just to add a little more flavor and deepen the flavors of the chicken as it cooks in. So these flavors will cook in with the chicken. So all I'm doing is just cooking the chicken. Make sure I flip it over to the chicken so it starts getting done. Make sure we get the chicken thoroughly cooked. Got some garlic in there mixed with it. The pepper, the salt, the other Szechuan spices going in. And you can hear Goofy squeaking toy in the background. That's usually what he does when I'm on the phone or I'm talking, to let me know that I'm ignoring him. He always has to be heard. Okay, this is a simple and easy thing to do when you're in a hurry, when you don't have much to do. It's an easy part to cook. And like I said, I like doing this to relax, and it's a lot of fun. Okay, the chicken is almost done. Let me adjust this just a little bit. The chicken's almost done. And I'm going to add the chicken into the bowl and just let it sear for a little while. It's okay if it's not cooked all the way through because it'll finish cooking when I add it back to the pan with the vegetables. So I'll take the chicken. I'm just going to put the chicken into the bowl, let it sit while I get ready to prepare the other things. So now to the pan, I'm going to add a little chili oil and a little more sesame oil. To this chili oil and sesame oil, I'm going to start by adding my onions. And my celery and my carrots. Because these take the longest to cook, and I want to make sure everything is cooked through. I drop a few things. It's okay. I have a little Hoover down underneath me wanting me to drop some of this stuff because he knows if I'm cooking, there may be something dropped, and he will pick it up. I try not to make sure I drop any onions because I know that's not good for dogs. Okay, my water has come to a boil because that all goes in the pan. So I'm just going to add the rice vermicelli in, and that'll cook for about 30 minutes, and that's all I need that to cook for. Make sure all that's good and coated with the sauces in there, the spices. I'm not adding a lot of extra spice because I am adding in the mushroom, the brown garlic sauce, the black bean garlic sauce, and the stir fry sauce into this. So I'm going to let those cook down for a minute. I've got the vermicelli cooking. That cooks a few minutes. In a few minutes I'm going to add the bamboo shoots and the water chestnuts. I'll add the broccoli last because it takes the least amount of time to cook, and I want it to still have just a little bit of crunchiness left on it, and it'll soften up in the sauce. I've got this cooking down, and this takes just a few minutes for these things to start just getting a little translucent, just cooking down a little bit. The carrots probably take a little bit longer. But like if I had a wok, this would work a lot better. But since I don't have a wok, I'm just using the skillet I have here at the house. Like I said, I find this a lot of fun, and this is relaxing to me. So if I had a stressful day, today was just work at home, from the office, from home today, which sometimes can be stressful. I just like to take about 30, 45 minutes just to cook, and it relaxes me. That I can sit and eat when I'm relaxed after a long, hard day at work. I'll let that cook for a few more minutes and soften. The vermicelli is coming along pretty well. It's a translucent color. It doesn't take it long. So white translucent, it'll soak up the flavors from the sauces and everything when I add it to the stir fry, and it will be just delicious. And again, I'm making enough so that I can put some away. I can have some for lunch tomorrow or dinner tomorrow, whichever one I want to do. And I always find that I cook way more than one person needs. So if anybody ever wants to just stop by one day, just shoot me a message, say, what are you cooking tonight? And be sure there will be plenty to go around. Alright, I'm going to add in my water chestnuts and my bamboo shoots. And these are something that I bought 1 can of each, and I didn't need the entire can, so I used half the can of each one, and I froze the other half for when I would need it later. This is going to be a great colorful dish as well. Got all the oranges and the greens and the whites. Add the chicken, then add the brown sauce, the vermicelli. Let it continue to cook down. I said the carrots take the longest just to start getting tender. So if you wanted to add them first and let them cook before everything else, that will be fine. And it won't take very long at all. But does anybody else find cooking relaxing? I do. And I'm going to need a quarter cup of water. And I'm going to go ahead and get my measuring cup out. So I need a quarter cup of water with the black bean. Of course, my Benadryl, because it is allergy season. And I want to make sure that I keep those under control so people don't look at me like I'm diseased if I cough or sneeze. So I want to make sure I keep those under control. Okay, this is looking good. I wish you could smell this, just the vegetables. The smell of the vegetables is just wonderful. I'm going to bring it over here and let you guys look at it. So here are the vegetables. They're cooking on nicely. They still are maintaining their color. You see the onions are starting to get a little translucent. Got the vermicelli in here. It's almost done. It's almost been 3 minutes. It was how long it takes. You see, vermicelli is almost done. This is made with rice instead of with flour, with wheat flour, like a normal pasta. Got the chicken ready to go back in. And you'll see all the flavors and the juices down there that'll go with it. And this just makes this wonderful. And you see the vegetables are getting softer and going in. So I'm going to add the chicken and the broccoli back in, and add the broccoli in. And then I'm going to start with the sauces. Okay, so we're going to add the broccoli into the pan. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the vermicelli in the back. Got the broccoli going in. And it's frozen broccoli. It doesn't take it long to come up. Fresh broccoli is fine with this. Frozen works just as well. The thing I like with the frozen is I don't have to actually chop the frozen broccoli up. It's already chopped for me. I'm going to put the chicken back in. Add this bowl over here. Keep our bowls combined so that I can do cleanup in a little while. Cook for just a minute. Make sure I'm stirring everything together. Now I'm going to start adding the sauces to the pan. We'll make a little well in the middle of the chicken. To that I'm going to add 2 spoons of the black bean garlic. And this makes a wonderful sauce if you're doing Chinese food. You can use just that and it'll be just fine. But I like the stir-fry sauce as well. Add the quarter cup of water to that and just dissolve the black bean garlic in there. You just start coating the vegetables and the chicken with that. Which is such a nice flavor. I've kicked some of the onions out of the pan, some things out of the pan from spinning this. This is why I need to wok with the deeper sides and edges. I've got Gucci here watching me because he's hearing me talking. He has no clue what I'm doing. He thinks I've gone crazy, which I may have. You know, this is isolation and it's just him to talk to you. So this gives me somebody to talk to for a little while if you're watching this. Or if you're just looking at the finished picture, that's fine too. And to that, I'm going to add my stir-fry sauce. This is a Kikkoman stir-fry sauce. And you can tell I've used quite a bit of, this is about a quarter of a jar. So you can get about 4 meals from this. 4 different stir fries. I don't like a lot of sauce, but this will cook down and add some salt, some more flavor to it. The only thing I have left to do is to toss this with the noodles after it's cooked down a little bit. It smells wonderful, guys. At least this had aroma vision on the phone. I'm not Willy Wonka, so I don't have the aroma vision. But it's wonderful. Like I said, I kicked a lot of the onions and things out of the pan while I'm doing so. I'm gonna let this cook down for a few minutes, and then I'll plate up shortly. Okay, I've added the chicken stir fry into a separate container because I've still got juice, a lot of the juice left in the skillet. So I'm going to add the vermicelli. Make sure I'm draining it to get a lot of the water out. I'm going to add it in. It's okay if there's some water left in. I'm not going to put all of it in, but just a good healthy portion of it. And let this soak up the juices that are in the pan. And it's doing that nicely. The vermicelli is, turning away from its white color to soak up all the juice, and that's what you want it to do. And let it soak up half of it, and then I'm going to add the rest of it in here so that I have all the vermicelli in here. So I have all this goodness, and then we can plate up and add the rest of it to it so that it all plates up nicely. So that all the vermicelli in, soaking up the juices from the pan. So all the flavors that were in the pan are now inside the vermicelli. It's just soaking it up like a sponge. You can tell by the color, it's no longer a white. It's all turning to a nice caramel color as it soaks up the juices of the stir fry. Now, here's where if you have the wok, you can add all the vegetables back in and let it all mix together, which I'm afraid if I do that into here, it's not going to work because of the amount of room I have in the pan. So the vermicelli takes up over half the pan, and adding all this in would overflow the pan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plate it a little different way. I'm going to add it to a bowl and then add the stir fry into the bowl with the vermicelli and mix it up that way so that it all mixes together. I'll use the tongs for that. So let me get them ready. And give me a bowl that's sitting over here behind me. I'll turn this heat off so I don't burn anything. I'm going to add some of the vermicelli to the bowl. As you can see, it's no longer white. It's got all the colors and flavors of the sauce that we mixed in. Then to this, I'm going to add the stir-fried chicken and vegetables. Just add a couple of big spoonfuls of the vegetables, stir-fried chicken and vegetables in. Almost like you would a pasta dish. And I'll take that, I'm just going to mix it in together so that everything is all incorporated. And there you have a stir-fried chicken, which was quick and simple. And it's very economical because, I used, a partial bag of frozen broccoli, a half a can of water chestnuts. I used quarter of a bag of carrots, 3 celery stalks. This was 1 chicken breast that I cut up, a half an onion. And the sauces make multiple meals. If you buy the sauces, you look at they're expensive. No, not if you portion it out and say, okay, it'll take, what, 4 meals for this? And I can portion it out. And that's it. I'll show you a picture at the end. Here's the finished product. See all the vegetables, the broccoli, the chicken, the vermicelli. It's all mixed in there together. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a little bit of the less sodium soy sauce, which is not Chinese food without the soy sauce. Just sprinkle that over. And dinner is served. Anybody want to come over? I got plenty left.